Scott?
I'm a new guy, Jack.
Is there,
You are so funny, Rondell.
Ron, there's always got to be one clown in it. That's what happens when you get retired.
That's right.
It'll be on
Too
his
many
Facebook
toys.
page.
Too many toys, too many boys.
Too many hours.
What's your shotgun experience?
I mean, you want me as far as what I use, or?
How much clay target shooting have you ever done?
Very little.
Okay.
Very little. I mean, I did some back in November, and it's probably been 15 years since then since I've actually shot it.
Okay.
So,
How about yourself?
I missed 2 Franklin quail and 3 dogs in Africa with a $6,000 double that somebody owed.
Yeah, but you've been shooting quail out here too.
Yeah, I've been
Do
shooting.
you shoot the clay game at all?
At Shady Grove, I go to the dove hunt, so I shoot the rounded clays there. And that's about the only time.
Okay.
not much.
Not much.
Nope.
So you're right with the rest of us.
Shoot living thing.
All right.
Well, you know mine. First time I ever met you was
Right here.
yeah.
Okay. As we go along today, we're going to be working on really the basics of shotgunning. It's totally different than rifle shooting or bow shooting or any other type of shooting that you have because of its eye-hand coordination. It's more like I'm looking at you, I'm looking at your nose, and I'm pointing at your nose. I'm not looking at my finger to make my finger go up there. I'm just looking and reacting to what my eyes tell me to do. Now, we can also then get the gun underneath your shooting eye. Aren't you going to shoot where you look? That's how simple this can be. Can you make it any simpler than that? The main thing to do is remember that, when we're doing this, it's make sure the gun's correctly in your shoulder pocket, and when you close your off eye on it, right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed?
Right.
Okay, so when you've got your left eye closed and you're looking down the top of the gun, the only thing you should see is the bead sitting right on the back side of the receiver. You don't want to be able to see any of the rib or looking down through there. Do your guns have 2 beads, John?
Do they what?
Do they have 2 beads or 1?
I think one of them has 2, the other one has 1, I think.
Okay.
Let me look.
I'll
tell you.
On a lot of the guns that I teach with, I have 2 beads on them, so that I can hand you the gun and say, okay, now put it up on your shoulder and onto your cheek, and adjust your head so the 2 beads look like 1. So that way I know that you're getting the advantage of having the same sight picture every time.
The Beretta has 2.
Okay.
The Mossberg has 1. So you tell whichever one you want them, like Jack, to use. Just tell him.
Okay. And also, as we go along, I want you to feel free to ask any question that you might have. Part of being here for you is having you walk away with as much knowledge as you possibly can have. So don't think it's a dumb question. Don't think you're going to embarrass yourself by asking it. Because there's a lot of things, I'll be talking to Betty and you go, well, I don't know, he didn't tell Scott that. So if those questions come up, stop and, we can discuss why we're doing the different things that we're doing. Now, I like to shoot some targets that are user-friendly to begin with, and if y'all get really good, then we can, do some other things. But for the beginning, we'll just shoot some nice, easy, user-friendly targets, and then move on from there.
Going away shot.